Yeah, AFTV, Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. It sounds sweet to say it. You know what, right? How good, I know I ask all you lot this, how good are our set pieces, man?
We are.
Somebody said earlier, a set piece is like a penalty now.
Yeah. We are set piece, unstoppable FC. I wasn't at the West Ham match, but I was listening to it live on the radio, and there was a collective intake of breath every time we got a corner. It was like, when you get a free kick on the edge of the box, it's someone like Bex who's going to bend it like Beckham. The whole, not just Arsenal fans, West Ham fans, I could hear it. It was palpable. I could hear them go, like that, you know what I mean? So, fantastic.
And every delivery's on the money.
Yes.
Right, whether it be from Declan Rice or from Saka. And it's just such a weapon, you know what I mean? Especially when a game's kind of tight.
It's not just Gabriel, not being funny, but Saliba's scoring with his back turned to the ball. It went in off his back, didn't it? You know, and mayhem, and I think we could have scored about 3 or 4 other goals from set pieces, and United didn't get a corner. So it wasn't just the fact that we're a long ball team now. We're not like Wimbledon, a Rolls-Royce version of Wimbledon. We were stopping them from playing today. And hats off to Raya, world-class save. That really was.
Big save.
And that's the hardest thing for a goalie. Keep your concentration up when you're sending texts home or you're sat at home with a beer mat, just like Ian Selly's beer mat, ex-Arsenal player, European Cup winner. They won yesterday, so big shout out to Leatherhead FC. You're doing ever so well. But back to the Arsenal, more importantly, Robbie. I'm so happy.
Can we close the gap?
Of course we can. You know what they say, a week's long time in politics? It's even longer in football. You have 3 games. That's 9 points up for grabs. Not only that, Liverpool, they don't even have to win. They're dropping points possibly by drawing. A bit like us. We've won titles by drawing a lot of games before.
I made the point earlier that we've lost 2 games, so have Chelsea.
Yeah.
Liverpool have lost 1.
Yeah.
It's not like we've lost 5 games. I mean, so you can lose a lot of points through draws.
Yeah. And towards the end, I was thinking, you know what? We are damn hard to play through. We had Partey. We had Rice. We had Jorginho. That is a very, very strong spine. The opposite to when we played under Wenger. I used to love the football, but there were times when teams from Ackley Marshes, pub teams, could open us up. We were so vulnerable through the middle. Do you get what I mean? But now we are really first half was not pretty, but I said to myself, don't panic. And I'm sure Arteta said that the same thing at half-time. Get yourselves in with a clean sheet and we'll step it up in the second half, which is what we did do. So, come on, you Gunners!
Let me ask you the same thing. Come here, right? These set pieces.
Yes.
Talk to me, man. How are they so... Because it's true what he says. Teams are now scared. When Arsenal get a corner... You could see, I saw the United players, they're trying to jump up on the spot, but you could see they didn't really know what to do.
I remember back in the day when that was probably one of our biggest weaknesses, set pieces. The fact that Arteta's come in and he's turned this weakness, this so-called weakness that Arsenal used to have, into our biggest strength is credit to him, obviously credit to the team, the coaching team, but it's a thing where we've adapted our game now. We've added something different. We're not just the nice, pretty tiki-taka football in Arsenal. We've got a little bit of something about us in the air. And that's why most of the teams, they don't know what to do.
What's the key to it? What's the key to the set pieces?
It's obviously it's the delivery, and you got Declan Rice putting in a ball like that, you got Saka, but it's the movement in the box. If you look at the movement from the players, they've all got certain instructions where they need to go. One man's going front post, the other man's talking to someone else, and then quickly he's ducking and diving. So I think it's the movement.
I think also credit surely to the set piece coach. I don't know his
that's
name.
what I was saying. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Credit
so it's definitely down to the movement, but I just think it's the fear that we've put onto the opposition now. Like everyone fears us because we're so unpredictable. Arteta's made us so unpredictable, not just for set pieces, but just in terms in the midfield, in terms of our wing backs. No one knows where we're coming, who expected Timber to score today? No one really said. Do you know what I mean? Like, what would the bookies have been for that? So for me, I'm just happy. Defensively, as a defender, I'm happy that my defender scored today. I'm happy that Kirill done well as well in replace for Gabriel. So it's just one of those. It's one of those games, especially with Man United. Just like he said. I'm staying up late, I'm gonna wake up early, and I don't care if I'm tired, because you Man United fans, I remember the last time I was here, you lot are the bane. I hate them so much. So this victory is very sweet. But obviously it's a good win for us, given the fact
close the gap?
Liverpool, just about to say, with Liverpool, Yeah, we can close the gap. It's just a game at a time. I don't want us to get carried away. Just take it a game at a time. We've got Fulham next. Let's focus on that. Let's get our recovery in. But I think that was a good statement for the rest of the league, for sure.
I'm going to get you in. Same thing, man. The set pieces, brother. These set pieces are unbelievable.
Absolutely. Massive scoring opportunity every time we get a set piece. It is almost like a free kick on the edge of the D or a penalty almost. It's like teams fear it. I mean, I hate to say we're the new Stoke City because we're not, but we've got that same sort of aerial threat with the likes of Gabriel, Saliba. Obviously, Gabriel not playing today, but Saliba's unreal. And the teams look really frightened of us, even big teams. United aren't the biggest, but there have been big teams, even like Liverpool. You've got Van Dijk at the back. There were some really big guys. And they don't know how to deal with it, and it's a real threat for the rest of the season. The other clubs quaking in their boots.
Yeah, and the deliveries are brilliant on them, and the other thing is you have to win corners, and we're winning corner after corner, isn't it? Yeah.
We're winning corner after corner, and Saka's deliveries are absolutely unreal. It's Rice on one side, Saka on the other side, and they've both got a perfect delivery. And there was one corner where Saka it went a bit long, and the guy headed it and didn't come to anything. But pretty much every other corner, United clearing off the line, crossbar. They look absolutely terrified of us. And United, traditionally are a team with reasonable centre backs. The likes of Ferdinand back in the day, Vidic. But no, they look far from where they were a few years ago.
Can we catch Liverpool?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's only 7 points now, and obviously a week's a long time in football. I mean, our confidence is definitely back, and we're winning games. And obviously, 3-3, Newcastle's a very tough place to go to, and I think we've had more of the tougher games than they have. Obviously, when they come up against the likes of, Spurs and, Man City and Chelsea's and all these other teams, we'll see what they're really made of. But we've been tested far more than they have so far. So let's see how it goes.
Can we close the gap?
We can. But will we? That's the next thing.
That's what I'm asking you, innit?
No,
Will we?
Can. If you're talking will we, if we're talking about win the league, I don't think so. But we could close the gap and then see how it goes. But we did our business today. Obviously, we had to win. Performance-wise, first half, slow start, didn't really expect it. But second half, we kind of upped the levels, created the chances. And we're a different side now. Before, they were saying soft Arsenal. We weren't, that physical team that could do the dark arts. Even without Gabriel, they were seeing Gabriel not in the lineup, and they were like, boy, corners we might be let off, but we got man like Timber, Saliba, like this is great to see.
That's one thing that makes me laugh what you just said there. They used to say soft Arsenal, this, that. And now all of a sudden Pulis and all this.
I'm saying that's what they're hating it, Robbie. Yeah. They're hating it because they loved it when we were soft, we weren't physical, getting bullied by teams. But now we've got that edge to us where we can get it physical. We have great deliveries and crosses. We don't just outplay teams like passing through them, tiki-taka. We have multiple ways of scoring. So now we've got that added to our Arsenal, no pun intended. We are top side now, so we just got to keep the pressure on. We've done our business. Liverpool dropped points. We've got to do it again, and then again, and then again, and see where we end up.
Let me get my man in finally. Just jump in here, right?
Come on.
Again, the set pieces.
Yes.
The set pieces are wonderful.
Carnage at the back post, man. I think Lee said on the Forever Arsenal podcast that, when one of them puts their hand up, there's 5 seconds for them to kind of align themselves. Then they just disperse at the back post, and then it's just carnage in there. The teams can't handle them. Man.
You know what? Why is it that, because we see them do it every week, every team will have their analysts, they'll be watching, they'll be looking for signals and all that, because there seems to be various different signals. There seems to be a method where Arsenal take these corners very slowly as well. Because I always remember lots of teams used to take corners quickly. Let's get the ball in quick before a team can settle. They kind of buck that. They kind of really take their time,
Saka
stroll over to it.
Yeah.
Declan Rice does the same thing.
Yeah.
Why are no team be able to get to grips with it?
I think Arteta must spend, hours on it maybe every day in training. But obviously it's a tactic. When Saka just slowly walks towards the corner flag, it's to give the players time to align themselves at that back post. Then he kind of composes himself, puts his hand up. The delivery is just A1 though, man. It's proper quality stuff. Like Saka and Rice putting in perfect deliveries. and obviously people like Gabriel, 6 foot. We got a big side, big strong boys there. Gabriel wasn't there today. Timber turned up. Timber's probably what, 5'9", 5'10". He did the job, scored the goal, opened it, and Man United had to come out. They had a low block in the first half. It was a poor first half, but obviously Arteta's probably given them a real, through a teacup or something. And then the boys came out and really upped the tempo and freaking won the game.
Can we close the gap on Liverpool?
Absolutely. What you got to factor in is Liverpool got tough games. They played all the big teams at home, aside from us. They got to go play Tottenham twice. They got to play Man United. They got to play Man City away. Man City will be rejuvenated by the time they play. We're on their clock right now, bro. We're gonna beat them at Anfield, I think. No, for real. We're gonna beat Liverpool at Anfield. So for me, it's 4 points. Watch out, Liverpool. We're on you. We're on you, bro.